What up going on? What's going on? What's up? Back at it again one more time. Alright, got the Anthem back out. Had to do some work on her. Hold on a minute. Our profile ain't holding his own. Hold on a minute. Make sure all that's together. Okay. Alright. Let's get back in. Alright, about to take it for a spin. Gotta run. Let's see. It's about an hour away from here. Let's see. Some large tubes going to Portland, picking up at Portland. Cargo Central going to Port Tacoma. On about 2 hours and 56 minutes. So we may be about a minute late, hopefully. Make sure I got enough fuel. Had to do something with this axle. For some reason it was out of sync or something. So we're gonna go ahead and get it going. Other than that, truck is pretty good. It was some kind of dragging that I was getting, so I had to change the values of it. Still in the 1.36 open beta, and now we just got about a day ago we got the 1.36 open beta for the Euro Truck Simulator. Got a chance to do just drive the truck a little bit. I didn't said nothing. I didn't set up a video for it, but I will be probably sooner or later putting in some footage for that also. Testing this transmission out too. I had some issues with the transmission. Thing wasn't. It was like it was holding too long. So, come to find out that wheel was it was powered, so I just went on and took the power off of it, and I did up the residual travel values. Instead of the rear is being 08, I made everything even at 012, which is that's something that you can make the wheels spin a little bit faster or slower or whatever. Just wanting to see I think the highest value you can go is I think we about to miss our I think we made a wrong turn. Yep, we made a wrong turn, y'all. Supposed to it went down and around. I think the highest value you can put that I know that is allowed is 0.18. I've seen 0.18, 0.08, and that's about the lowest that I've seen, because it has to be as realistic as it can be. So yeah, pulling this. This ain't an SES trailer. So a little bit longer than their trailer. Now when I put those, I got some double trailers that's in here, trailer pack, that's supposed to be SES trailers, and they supposed to be made double. I think when I put this in, that deactivated the double trailers for the logs. I'll probably take it out sooner or later to see if I can actually get that other trailer to pop up, or I'll just try to put it farther away from it so it won't be conflicting. So I'm still doing testing. Like I'll be in 1.36 into it It's actually released. So I'm not going back to 135. Everything looking good, better on over here at DX11. So wasn't sure if I was gonna go in there and do a video, but I've been trying to get a lot of things done outside. The weather's changing up on me, and I need to get things done as soon as possible. Working on my van, I gotta do another spark test on it. I did a fuel test on it, that passed. So I think it jumped timing somehow. It jumped ignition timing, so it won't. So it's like advanced, way advanced. And I think when I actually took that, bumped it, it jumped timing. When I bumped the ignition to move the rotor, the bottom part that the rotor actually bolts to, screws to, which I think I should have deactivated the ignition, so it might have threw the ignition off. But I want to still pull the distributor out, because I don't even really trust the distributor, and then even the wires, the guy claimed that he changed the wires. Well, the one that I got the van from, he claimed that he got the wires changed by the mechanic, and I don't even trust that the mechanic did the job. They look like they've been changed, and then they're telling me I couldn't even get the retainers loose, and it was the most craziest thing. I couldn't understand why I couldn't get the retainers loose. Normally, if you have done something, normally it's easier and easier for you to do whatever needs to be done. It shouldn't be a stress trying to fix it, And I've been on this van a little bit longer than I anticipated. I didn't want to put it out here in the elements, not until I actually sort of protected the undercarriage, because it's kind of exposed a little bit. So other than that, I want to still try to get those things done as soon as possible. And got a couple tools I had to purchase. I had to purchase another spark tester, because the spark tester I bought from AutoZone was junk. I'm going to take that back so I can at least get my money back, or they give me another one, and I just learned from that mistake. I got a fuel gauge set that I was able to for testing fuel injection and fuel pumps. So I tested that system, and also I got a remote start, a little switch start, push button start. So if I'm outside the vehicle, I can start the truck without me actually being in there, or bump it. Not so much as start it up, but bump it when I need to bump it. It's not really made for to really start the truck up.
Stay right, and then turn right. Turn right.
So far, this puppy doing pretty good. It looked like it was kind of flaky a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and drop this axle when we turn. I want to see it. Let y'all be the judge of that, because that axle in the middle, that drop axle, is what we're looking at. I'm gonna drop it, see if it. So it pretty much, I think it's dropping. Now this is what it was doing before. There we go. I don't know why I feel like it's stuck in one gear. Plus the one that did this truck, they knew I ain't gonna have to straighten out these I think these fenders sitting up too high. See, now I feel like it's stuck in ninth gear. So I think it's in that axle. I might have to change the value of the axle. Probably make it slower. Probably up it all the way up. See how it's spinning? It's not even supposed to be spinning like that. Look at it. You see how fast it's spinning? It's not supposed to. So I'm gonna have to check the values on that. Find out why it's spinning so fast. I can't even use it. I just did some adjusting, and then I had like 2 other records just like this. Now it's going through the gears. It may go to 10 now. Yep. See now. So there's something dragging on that rear end, and I took the power off of it, so it shouldn't have been an issue. I might just have to change the values again. I'm going to have to probably look at the wheel, the other wheel values they're in a different section. I have to check that out. I had stumbled across it before, and maybe the values of the axle may be off a little bit, whatever. I won't probably check it out again. I'm just gonna do this run, and that'll be it, because I'm sort of tired. So I wasn't sure if I was gonna do this run or not, but like I said, now also those that sub to me, you may either make sure you check to see if you still sub to me, because I've been I uploaded all my videos. I'm trying to get all the 135s out the way, and this is 136 right here. And for some reason I don't know what YouTube is doing. I know I did have to deactivate, because I talked to one of my streamer buddies, and he said he had a issue with something. It was some kind of conflict where he wasn't able to he was looking at my videos, and he had to resub again. So I don't know what the heck that's all about, but I know on my phone, because the notification is coming through so much, it technically runs down my phone, so I can't have that on there. So I don't know if that actually affecting it or what, but just like I said, you have to periodically check to see if you're able to sub to me, or if you don't have to sub to me or not. You know, it's best to just check to see if there is any conflict, because sometimes it's conflict. Just the way it is. And the only way you're gonna see my content, you gotta look into what's going on to see if there's an issue with the conflict, you know, on your end, not always on my end. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and let them go in and do it, because I don't feel like dealing with it. I'll let them load it. Alright, so we got pipes, looks good. Got the nice little straps on it. That's why I liked this Trader a little bit. So, and let's see what our weight is. 39,520 large tubes going to Tacoma, Port of Tacoma. It's about 2 hours 56 minutes, and we're gonna leave that axle up, because for some reason it's acting flaky. You know. Plus I got another trailer right there. I could have probably pulled, but I'm not gonna even deal with it. So don't roll with this. Turn these lights on, and let's get going. Oh, I should have went that way, because I didn't even know they was gonna have me go that way. So that must be the way out. That's a super granny gear right there. Super creeper gear. I was gonna put 411 readers on here, and I couldn't get the files to do right, so I was like, forget it. Mine is sort of tired. It's been very extremely busy week with work and all. Got things going on, concerts going on pretty much almost every day. Just a little too much right now, so trying to get things done. Jake, hit that Jake. There we go. There we go. Break it down. Break it down. Now I might drop the axle just to see what it do. Just to see if it's gonna put any pressure on it. Let's see if it's gonna drop. Is it gonna spin faster? Which I might have to have it spin slower. Look at this. Look how it's losing traction. It ain't even the power. See how it's spinning? It ain't. That's why I said there's some kind of conflict with it, where I'm losing traction on it. So I'm not gonna play with it. I'll fix it myself. I see my gauge is all working. Looking good out here. And this DX11 ain't bad at all, man. Got everything looking good around here. I knew I made a wise decision by getting a 10 series. It is not the most expensive one or the best, but it'll do for me.
Turn right.
Yeah, so I'm gonna check it out, find out what it is. I didn't think to look in that other area, but I thought it would have fixed it. But plus, I think I upped the values for the tank, so I got 250 gallon tank instead of 110 on each side, which is, what is that, 110. Was that 310 or 110? 10 0. Instead of that being 220, instead of that 220, then I just add extra 30 gallons to the tank. So, and I ain't even got a chance to get to the fuel station. I'm going ahead and show the views a little bit. So, not bad. Get a picture real quick before we take off. Bastards always blowing and stuff. Now I'm a fan of these lights on the back of here. They got another Western Star. They got the beacons on the back, like the headache racks. I might not have a long night tonight, but I know tomorrow night gonna be interesting. It's been raining all day, all night. It's been raining for the past 2 days. extra beacons, extra lights. I love them. I got a change in my description from 3072 4098 by 768. That's what I am now. So came across another monitor. I got another computer monitor, so I got 2 computer monitors and 1 TV. Maybe one day I'll be able to get all 3 matching set, maybe. And just put this on my other desktop I got.
Stay right.
So, and that's pretty much it's old school, but yeah, the dude has got an Exxon chip. I've actually played ATS with it. I'll probably try to play it one day.
Stay right.
Run a cable to it. That's what that wheel was supposed to have been for, but that wheel doing some crazy stuff, and they're gonna worry about it. I'm probably gonna have to up it or slow it down. Probably put it down to 002 or something, so it'll be slower than all the other wheels, because it's not even supposed to be spinning as fast. It's the most craziest thing. Never can understand it. All these wheels supposed to spin at the same speed. I'm gonna try to. I got a little stumble. Ooh, man, that was a serious stumble right there. Jeez. But it looks good, man. It looks good. Looks realistic and everything, man. I don't know if y'all can see it. It looks real good in DX11, man. I'm gonna enjoy this. And I ain't even got no extra little reshades and all the other stuff that everybody's been using. I'm gonna drop this axle just to see what happens. See, it just dropped down. As soon as I bring it right back up, watch it correct itself. It's crazy. Something wrong with that axle. It's a dead axle or something. I don't know. Retarded axle. I don't know. I don't know, man. I know I tried my best in trying to straighten it out, but that's why I said you got to proofread your stuff, because sometimes axles don't perform like they're supposed to. Everything is realistic now. It's just the way it is. I mean, we got real axles, we got real everything. Sooner or later we have real better sounds, for the trucks. I don't know if this is gonna be one of the trucks that we're gonna end up with, but I know this is gonna be one of the dealerships we're gonna end up with. We're gonna end up with International. So there's a lot we're gonna end up with. So, and I'm just enjoying the trip, man. It's a beautiful thing. You can enjoy things you like to enjoy. So I'm going ahead and go out here, hit this. And a couple of little stumbles here and there, DX11, but that's alright. It's just my system probably going to have to get used to it a little bit. It's ready for it, man. I know the next card I'll take is a 1070. I like the 1070. It's pretty decent. And I'm sure it's much cheaper than they came out with a 1060, which I'm not going to deal with that, because I think it ain't no different than my 1050. And this is a 1050 Ti overclock, so I shouldn't have no problems with that, but I don't know. Might have to up my memory No, my memory, I did have 8 gigs, and now I got 16 gigs. Maybe I got to upgrade to 32. I don't know if this board will allow me to. It's an old board, 1155 slot, which is old. Everything's pretty much 1151 now. I had a chance to get an 1151 board, and I still can get me an 1151 board. And that's probably what I'll do. I'll get me an 1151 board that'll put me up a little bit, and then I'll be able to change some things out a little bit. Yeah. I don't want to go all out too fast where I'm changing up, because there was nothing wrong with my processor, but might have to upgrade that too, or I just get another build another computer. That's what I'll probably end up happening. Let me see how my fuel economy is since I changed it up a little bit. Plus, I think also I changed the size of the tank. So you got 3 different size tanks. What's the first? Well, the last one is 1136. You got the second one is 968, and then the third one is 768. What's the 7? I forgot what it is. I'm not sure, but you have to look in your mod and look in your folders and stuff. That's how you look into your def file. You'll be able to get all that information. And a lot of it just me just stumbling across and just going through the files and learning what is what. And I used to up my, change my axles, and before we actually had def lock, I actually created my own def lock. Now I'm gonna try to see if that def lock actually works with this truck. Now, but I have to use that def lock. I'll probably use that axle going off road maybe, and that's probably what it's for. I drop it, then I hit the def lock, then I put it in. Then I take off in it. Once I go back on road, then I just lift it up and go out of the def lock. So it may have I think the last time I did use it, the def lock did work for it. So it may be a def lock setup on it, and I have to check it out a little bit further. I'm sure it's something. It sure has to do with some values, because it may be just because I'm sure the axle came off of another truck. And so with that, when they come off another truck, then you have to expect. You have to know exactly what that axle used to do. If you don't really reevaluate what the axle did at the time, just like you got some axles were just pusher axles, because you got pusher axles, you got rear steer axles, you got front steer axles, you got so it just depends, but you can change the values, because all of them are pretty much by default just drop axles, and then you just add the steer values to it, and then make sure you create a true value in it, and that's it. It's pretty simple. So alright, look like we're gonna be getting off here in a minute.
Stay left.
Oh, okay. Okay, we gotta stay left. Okay. So it looks like we're gonna be unlocking something down here. I don't know what it is.
Stay right.
Alright, I'm about to get off right here. Yeah, Port of Tacoma.
Exit right.
Yeah, but that axle ain't bad. It's different. I use it for the simple fact, because I know. I like going off road and like using the axles for certain purposes and things of that nature. So it doesn't bother me. It doesn't change my, you know, my flavor on how things should act and work and stuff like that. Because I'm new. I'm neutral to new stuff. So anything new coming my way, or I'm gung ho about it. That's why when it came down to DX11, I mean when I got my 1050, you know, didn't think that it would be beneficial. So I have a 660 Ti, which runs has four ways you can run
Go straight.
the monitors. You can put 4 monitors on it. So, but it was a nice card at the time, but it's obsolete now. So, and it was a super clock, you know. So now this one is an overclocked, and I want really want to start dipping into AMD. That's mainly what, and I was in AMD when I first started gaming and stuff like that, because I had AMD Athlon 3000 board. I mean, it wasn't a board. It was a computer I got from the Walmart or whatever. So, but it wasn't a bad computer. I mean, I was able to play 18 Wheels of Steel Harlem with it. I was able to play Cerritos's mods and stuff on it. So it wasn't a bad. It was not bad at all.
Here we are, taking the time.
Alright, I need to get leveled. Going in the right lane. Let me see. I probably could. I can go in this first one. So you want us to stop for a minute, okay? I think I got stuck. I knew I was gonna get stuck right there. To bag it up, because this thing is longer, so I'm gonna have to swing out more. That's the thing. They need to make this a little bit bigger. Especially if I was dealing with a heavy haul, I would have a problem trying to get it in here. Might as well just go in and split the lane. They're gonna have to do better than that, I'm telling you. Split the lane. I think this is a Steam Workshop trailer. I got one that is an actual trailer for. Oh boy, I'm about to let them park this, man. This is just too much. This parking lot is not ready for this trailer. Gotta do a little too much with it. I'm gonna try to get over there and park it. See how much I gotta swing and flip and flop. You know. And I don't like that extra flipping flopping if I don't have enough room. But I know that they making it realistic, because they even said that even with the when they was letting everybody know what was going on with Euro Truck Simulator. So a lot of people had a lot of problems with the detours. I'm gonna say this before we cut out, and they had a lot of bad stuff to say about the detours, but the detours is based on real life events. So I mean, they put it there for a reason. But if you don't have a way of getting out of it, that's the problem. So a lot of people had a lot of feedback when it came down to that. But that's something that they want to do, and you have to understand that this ain't your game. I mean, I understand everybody want to claim it as their game and this and that. Oh, this is, you know, but you don't have any rights. It's their game. You know, we pay into it. They allow us to pay, you know, but at the end of the day, they can shut everything down. They can create the content that they want, and at the end of the day, you gonna bow. Why? Because that's just the way it is. Like everything else going on, you gonna bow. You know, a lot of people say, I'm gonna stop playing the game. I'm gonna stop doing this, and I'm gonna stop doing that. And you be lying to yourself, because evidently you gonna go back to it. You were programmed just like anything else. Everybody's programmed to do whatever. You know, because your appetite is gonna want it. You know what I mean? You already been, you know, it already done got you I can't get the word together, but I already got you bewitched, if you want to say that. That's a kind of a big word, bewitched, but I mean, it's the way it is. It got you, you know, charmed. So the game is nice, you know, and I'm all stoked for it, because I love trucks. So I'll always love trucks. So I can care less about, you know, what they do, as long as I can be able to play the game. I don't care. You know, but we're gonna go on ahead and drop this load right here. Shut her down, and this is it. Call it a day. Let's see if we still beat them. All right, we still made it. All right, so large tubes delivered from Portland to Tacoma. Driven distance 148 miles. Time taken 5 hours and 27 minutes. Fuel consumed 29.7 gallons. Now, if we dropped that axle would have had us, you know, but I think I could have still turned it into a power axle, and that's probably what I'll probably turn it into, because if I went off road, I would need that axle. So I might reuse that axle. I just would drop it only for that purpose. You know, I won't use it because I'm dealing with a heavy haul, stuff like that. If I'm stuck, that's what I'm using it for, you know, to drag me on out. You know, and normally I would even turn the front axle live, where I would never get stuck. You know, and it still would challenge your truck still, because a lot of times that truck, you can still see those wheels spin and stuff like that. Sometimes you got to go off road. You know, for a minute they didn't have us going off road. Now we going off road. Now we got suspension. We feeling it. You know, now we got stability all the way across the board. So now your mod has to evolve now. But at the end of the day, that's what it is. So I mean, they're doing good stuff. You know, now they got other little tidbits in here now. And when I did play Euro Truck, I seen all my people. I had so many people in there. It was filling up the whole map. It was crazy. I'll probably have to do a little video of it, you know, before I actually get off. I might do it real quick. We had base reward 148 miles. That's 4212, 239 XP at level 55, which is just like I said. I have a couple profiles. I have this is level 55. This is level 55. So this is a different profile from my 84 profile. So I just, like I said, I'm running a couple of profiles and I'm doing testing, mod testing, you know, and that's it. You know, I'm gonna enjoy what I'm doing. 1986 for the cash, so efficiency bonus, and they gave us extra 90 XP, even though it doesn't mean anything, because I'm still, a lot of stuff is already unlocked, but some stuff right isn't unlocked still because of my level. but that did give us 329 XP, with total of 6,198. We're still at the level 55 legend. Still gonna take us a minute to get there, and then our experience is 291,999. Once we get that, and I'm gonna explain that while I'm still in game, as that progress, once it gets up to 293,500, then it will lapse over to the next level. So you have to fill that experience part up in order for you to progress through your levels. So that's pretty much it. All right, catch y'all on the next video. CROC 342 is out.